Hi friends, this is Sagarika from Step Up English, extending a very warm welcome to all of my viewers on YouTube. Today's lesson is on what are idioms to enrich your vocabulary with practice lessons. Well, all that being said, let's get started with today's lesson. A fish out of water, meaning situated in an unfamiliar situation, a feeling of restlessness and discomfort, being in an unusual or unfamiliar environment. Usage. Resuming work after 5 years of gap made me feel like a fish out of water on the first day of work. However, my manager did her best to make me feel like home. Water under the bridge, meaning to let bygones be bygones. Past events that occurred long ago have been forgotten and are not important anymore. Usage. Amir and Imran had their share of differences in the past over a plot of land, but it's all under the bridge now, said their mutual friend. Troubled waters, meaning a phase of life filled with difficulty and problems. Usage. My 20s have been in troubled waters. However, it taught me the virtue of tolerance. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Meaning, provide someone with an opportunity, but cannot force them to make use of the opportunity. Usage. Sid's father enrolled him to one of the best-known recreational clubs, but he is least interested to make use of the opportunity. They say you can lead a horse to water, but can't make it drink, said Sid's aunt. Be like oil and water, meaning incompatible, referring to people unwilling to coexist together due to fundamental differences in temperament, beliefs, etc. Usage. The couple finally decided to file for divorce. They realized that their temperament was like oil and water. Dull as dishwater, meaning refers to a person who is boring and unexciting. Usage. No one really wanted to be friends with Anita in high school. She was as dull as dishwater. Be in deep water, meaning to get into trouble, serious situation. Usage. If I fail to return home on time, I will be in deep water with my parents, said Susan. Go through fire and water, meaning to confront challenges in the process of getting something accomplished. Usage. Meera had to go through fire and water while setting up her business on organic farming. Blow someone out of the water, meaning ruin someone or something. Usage. The 5-time champion was blown out of the water by the newcomer. By hell or high water, meaning come what may, no matter what happens, in spite of difficulty and obstacles. Usage. I need the project to be submitted an hour before its deadline by hell or high water, yelled the manager at the project team. Blood is thicker than water, meaning family relations are closer than other relationships. Usage. I had to choose between trips organized by my cousins and friends. I chose my cousins. Blood is thicker than water. Practice lessons. Jay felt like a fish out of water in Mumbai. He's a native of Kerala. You got to win the tournament, come hell or high water, said the mother. The check has to be encashed before the end of today, or else I will be in deep water with my boss, said Pencil. It took him 10 years to become the head of the department, during which he had to go through fire and water. His parents arranged for an internship with reputed companies. However, Sunil chose to overlook it. His parents work really hard to give him the best opportunities possible, but he cares the least. They say you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. The first 2 years of our marriage was extremely difficult. However, with patience and tolerance, we emerged victorious from troubled waters, said the couple. Mohan chose to attend his best friend's wedding over his cousin's wedding, which were held on the same day. Blood is thicker than water is not applicable to him, said his mother. The sibling rivalry is now under water, under the bridge. Amit and Anand decided to let go of their past differences and live happily together. Not having an access to the agenda of the board meeting made me feel like a fish out of water at the meeting. It was embarrassing. I'm going to complete my tasks come hell or high water, so I have enough time to read the new assignment outline. The twin sisters are never on the same page when it comes to politics. They are like oil and water, said their mother. I planned to take a day off tomorrow, but my boss blew me out of the water by adding more tasks to complete for tomorrow. Although Bensil worked excessively hard to get his business to flourish, however, the last 2 months have been in troubled waters. My brother called me to inform that he would need help in moving his belongings to the new apartment on the day when my friends and I decided to go out for movies. I chose to help my brother. They say that blood is thicker than water. Amrita and Sheila were bitter enemies at university. However, it was surprising to see them hug each other at the reunion. Looks like their differences and enmity are water under the bridge. Meera was left with the suitor's family by herself. She was shy and felt like a fish out of water. How could I say no to the picnic arranged by my nephews and nieces? I'd rather spend time with them than my colleagues at a pub. Blood is thicker than water. Sheila's irresponsible behavior got us into troubled waters with a client. Amanda rejected the marriage proposal because she felt the suitor was as dull as dish water. Should you not wish to see yourself in deep water with the management, arrange your team to get started on the assignment as soon as possible, said Maria. I thought the fight in the pub was a water under the bridge for both of us. However, Anil hasn't forgiven me for it, said Ali. Sunil didn't have very many friends back in college. He was considered as dull as dishwater. Sarah and Amina have failed to perform as a team. They clash over everything. Their manager says they are like oil and water. Come hell or high water, I'm going to invest capital in this plot of land, said Rajiv. Failing to pass in all subjects this semester placed me in deep water with my parents, said Neil. My brother and I never got along since childhood. After attaining the legal age, we decided not to live under the same roof. Our parents always said that we are like oil and water. The final year students were in troubled waters when the principal found out that they did drugs at the farewell party organized by the juniors. Although I went through fire and water to set up my business, yet I was in troubled waters for 8 months before my business started to make good profit. Sheila chose to defend her friend over her brother in a fight that involved the two. This left her brother disappointed. They say, blood is thicker than water, but not for Sheila. The chefs got to work immediately. They were told to cook meals before 1 in the afternoon by hell or high water for over 50 guests who were invited by the owner of the restaurant.